Good afternoon. Again, Sedona. One of our favorite places.
Apparently.
Apparently. We really like it. We are going on a hike today on the West Fork Trail, it's called. And it follows the West Fork of Oak Creek, which is the kind of river that runs through Sedona, the Sedona area. So it's supposed to be a really cool trail. Very pretty. I guess it crosses over the creek like 13 times.
Yeah.
So we got our water shoes on, ready to get our feet wet. It's gonna be fun. Looks like they're going easy on us on the first river crossing.
Yes.
We got a bridge.
Does this count?
I don't know if this counts. I'm gonna say this doesn't count. Actually, I don't think we're quite to the trailhead yet.
Yeah.
We're on like a
connector.
Yeah, we're on like a connecting trail from
Call of the Canyon?
Call of the Canyon picnic area, which has a parking lot, and that's where we park.
You know.
It is, look at. It's beautiful.
Bet you didn't think you'd find water in Arizona.
No, it's very green around here, obviously, because the water is around here. But then like, boom, red rocks. And then like, boom, woman. It's gorgeous up there. It's kind of Pandora-ish.
Oh.
Floating Mountains-esque. So we've been told there are some ruins on this trail, and it looks like we found some. Whoa, there's a cave.
That's a doorway, right? That sure looks like a doorway.
And a chicken coop. Do we go in the cave?
Yes.
Yeah, let's peek in the cave. Why would we not peek in the cave?
Oh, I don't know that I can make it up to this.
We'll just look in the cave.
I can't see. Oh! Oh yeah, I don't want to go by that weird skinny wasp thing.
The flying wasp?
Oh.
Yeah, I can't really see anything.
No.
It's so dark in there.
I took off my sunglasses and I can still barely see anything.
So that's about as good as we're gonna get. That's as much as we can see inside the cave.
The step to get up there is crazy high.
It's big. And also, you know, wild animals.
It's a cave.
Don't want to venture too far and die.
No. Well, we actually saw there was a sign that said there was like a specific fox that was exhibiting erratic rabies behavior.
Yeah, there's a rabid fox going around. Oh, look at those like bolts in the side of
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, apparently there's a rabid fox
Like
around.
actually.
And there are signs for to watch out for the snakes. So
Yeah.
we're not gonna go in the cave, but we looked in the cave, and the cave was cool. And then there's some more buildings over there, which I think I saw were chicken coops. So that's where they kept the chickens. Apparently they had chickens. I don't know who they are, but they had chickens and a cave. Okay, we found the trailhead. We're headed into the Red Rock Secret Mountain Wilderness. Coconino National Forest.
Here we go.
West Fork Trail. 3.3 miles one way.
Yeah. 13.
Sweet.
Let's get into the wilderness so that we can get out of the heat.
Yeah, that's a good plan. So,
Half of it. Poor doggy.
as we said, we have our water shoes on, which have holes in them. So our feet are getting a nice exfoliating treatment from the sand. Although the sand in the sun is rather warm.
Yes.
It's not unbearable, but it's warm. So we're getting a heated exfoliated spa treatment. My feet are going to be so smooth and so soothed after this trek. I've heard that the river water though is really cold.
Oh really?
That's what I've heard.
Why would that be?
I don't know. But I've heard that it's
high, but everything is still really hot.
I've heard that it's cold.
Where are we going?
This way. I see a trail sign.
Oh okay. Oh yeah. Trail.
I have lots of sand collected in the toes of my shoes.
It's just like all sand at the look.
Yeah, it's just like puffing out.
So much sand.
That's okay. It means we're gonna get a, you know, mud mask treatment to our
Oh, yeah.
toes once we put them in the water.
There you go.
Huh, coming up on a big wall here of the canyon.
Ooh.
Wow.
Is that wet? Like with water?
Yeah. Well, the trail goes this way, I believe.
Oh.
But we're gonna go down by the water and just take a look.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Wow.
This one's a little stagnant.
Yeah, it is. Not a lot of movement in the water right here. But you can see the giant canyon wall that we're next to.
Someone next to, yeah.
It's pretty wild.
Which way?
Straight. Looks like we're approaching our first river crossing.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. Yes.
What you doing? Are you rock hopping?
I'm gonna rock hop. We're gonna go these rocks. There's a little water, so just be careful, because I think some of the ones with water on them are gonna be pretty slippery.
Nice.
Yeah.
The water is cold, but it's good.
Yeah, it does.
I was worried it was going to be like cold.
Oh, it feels great. All right. Number 1, river crossing.
Oh yeah, 1.
Down. Unless the bridge counts, but
I don't think so.
I'm not counting the bridge.
No, because there was a sign after the bridge.
Okay, yeah. Okay, up the sandy incline. That was
Sandier than I thought it was going to be.
it is very sandy. The this trail doesn't have a ton of elevation change, so it's a little easier, which is nice, and the fact that we're just, you know, in the forest helps. It's nice and shady.
Big rock.
Giant rock. Okay, so we found a little side trail that goes down closer to the water, so we can get a peek at it here.
Look, this. Somebody obviously made a trail to go all the way across.
Yeah. Wow. Now this is incredible right here. Holy crap. I'm going out. Going out in it.
Careful.
Ooh, it's cold. Feels good.
Feels good, right?
Look at that. That's amazing. It's just crazy to think, you know, how long it's taken for the water to erode the rock here to create this overhang, you know, because I'm easily underneath an overhang of red rock, making this nice shady spot here, which, yeah, it's pretty crazy, isn't it? Amazing.
Trying to get all the sand on my
I know.
shoes.
I think my sand is mostly washed out. I think I'm just left with rocks.
It feels like rocks.
The water sure feels good though, on my toes. Feels great.
It does.
What a cool trail so far. We just started.
We did.
All right, let's move it on. We were gonna go back up that little trail that we came down to get down here, but it looks like the trail up there crosses over the river. There's another river crossing further up. So we're just gonna walk up the stream because it feels good on our feet. And it's much cooler to walk through water than it is to walk through sand. Cooler in the cold sense and cooler in the more awesome sense. You know what I mean. Good thing you got your water shoes on. Oh yeah, it's getting deep here. Hope you don't mind your ankles getting wet. Yes, there's minnows. Little tiny minnows. Do you see them? I don't see any large wildlife, but just minnows. You making it? Making it through the water?
I'm making it. I want to get a fish caught in my shoes.
No, that would be kind of gross.
Exactly.
Aha! Here's the crossing. There's the trail. And we continue this way.
Okay, so what? This is crossing number 2?
Crossing number 2.
Okay, crossing number 2.
Oh, look at those rocks, a little waterfall. All right. Successfully navigated. We're getting deeper into the forest here. Lots of tall pine trees.
Tall trees.
Tall trees. There's a bunch of tall trees. And but we're not moving away from the rocks. The rocks are all around us still. It's amazing the different terrain that they have here in Arizona, especially in the kind of Sedona, Flagstaff area. We've done a couple other trails around Sedona, and they've been, you know, red rock. It's been more like desert landscape with cactuses and, you know, all these little lizards and, you know, a lot more like rocky steps to climb up and stuff like that. And then you just drive 10 miles north and you get this. You're in, you know,
Thinking forest. forest.
The stinking forest. You're walking along a, you know, babbling brook, creek, if you will. And there are just, you know, mountain walls surrounding you in every direction. It's really pretty breathtaking. It's awesome. Another side trail. Look at this tree. It's obnoxiously huge. Come stand by for scale.
For scale.
She's coming. Look at it. It's big. Really big. Probably one of the biggest ones I've seen out here so far.
Yeah.
Probably that's probably why there's a side trail that leads to it, because people like to check it out and take pictures. Another nice thing about this trail, in contrast to most of the trails in Sedona, because most of them, like I said, are red rock and there's a lot of climbing and it's really hot and there's no shade. Here we get this nice sand terrain and everything's pretty flat and there's shade, as everybody can bring their dogs.
Yes.
There's so many cute puppies out on the trail.
It's so funny. You know, I didn't really think about it, but I think the only way that you could like protect your dogs is to have like the little booties.
Yeah.
And a lot of them have the booties and like they walk just fine with them.
Yep, they got little booties on because the ground gets pretty hot because of the sun.
And the asphalt and everything.
So they all have little booties on. It's so funny. You can hear all the birds chirping. That tells you that you're really in the woods. It's such a nice, pleasant sound.
It is.
You know, when you can hear a little river, kind of rapids, and then like birds chirping. It's nice. And you know you're out in nature. Ooh. I think we found something cool. Whoa. Okay. This is cool. This might be cooler than the first little river spot we found.
Yeah.
It's like a little tighter. The walls or the overhang's a little lower. As you can see, this is quite a popular trail, which is pretty cool. It's cool to see people out here playing in the water and enjoying the outdoors.
I don't have anything to catch it and zip
All right, back to cooling our feet off.
Yeah, you got an empty?
All right, gotta walk a little slower. Watch where you're going. It's a little slippery. Ooh.
Does this connect
Connect.
to the rest of the trail?
I don't know, we're about to find out. I just figured, you know, if there's 13 crossings, it's got to cross sometime in the future, right?
I guess.
And this is, you know, feels good to get your feet in the water.
Yeah, it does.
Wow, this is sweet. Ooh, there's even a fallen tree across the river up here, kind of leaning against the rock. Oh my gosh. It's like a movie set.
Wow.
Yeah. That fallen tree is really cool. Yeah. Having a good time, playing fetch. I think some water probably comes down that little crevice.
Yeah. I wonder how much this creek gets flooded when it does.
I mean, I think it gets flooded quite a bit.
Here's your cup.
I think it fills up quite a bit, I would imagine. You know, that's what's kind of allowed it to erode the walls this much, probably.
I was just gonna say, like, does it erode? Does it get way up here in these walls?
I would imagine in monsoon season, which is, I guess, in Arizona, August. That's when it rains a lot. I'm gonna guess that is when, you know, they get like flash floods and stuff around here. So I would think that that's when it fills up.
The ball. The ball.
Where you going, pup?
Right there.
I don't know which crossings or how many crossings we've been through because, you know, we're just kind of walking through the river for some of it. So it's gonna be.
You're like, I want to walk in the river.
Well,
I want to walk in the water.
when else do you get an opportunity to walk through a shallow, you know, calm creek in the middle of Arizona? Unless you live here, it's not very often.
You want to go down there?
What?
Yeah.
You just want to go sit there?
Come on, walk up.
Okay, I think we found ourselves another crossing up here. I think this is 4, maybe? Is this 4?
I think so.
Oh yeah. Bye, little lizard. Ooh, this one's a cool one.
We gotta go like.
Get a little climb up there.
Well, I think you do well at bowling. You just got to practice.
Oh, well, I don't really feel like investing that much time in it. Used to be. It's okay.
Almost made it.
Almost.
Almost.
I regretted picking that stress. I was like, oh, bad choice.
We took the shortcut. I went up the steep part. It was a crowded crossing. I wanted to get out of the way. So one issue with this trail, not really an issue, just something that you have to be mindful of and know ahead of time, is that there's not a lot of parking. So there is a parking lot. It only has about 30 spaces, and this is a pretty popular trail. So the trail opens at 8 o'clock in the morning. So
There is a fee to enter.
there is a fee to enter. I think, what was it?
$2 a person.
$2 a person?
Yeah.
So it's pretty cheap. You know, nothing major, but you just have to be aware of it and carry some cash because they only take cash. And then, yeah, if you want to get a parking spot, it's a little hit or miss. If you get here early in the morning, like before 8, you'll probably get one.
Yeah.
But if you kind of come in the afternoon or come a little later in the morning, you may not, and you may have to kind of wait on the road until someone leaves and try to grab their space, which is kind of stressful.
It's like a single lane highway up here.
Yes.
And there's no shoulder.
Nope.
And if there's not a shoulder, there's either a cliff or rocks.
Yes.
So
It's a little treacherous.
Yeah.
There are a few little spots along the way where there's little pull-off points.
Yeah.
Where you could like sit and wait. Like I said, that's where you would wait for a parking spot to open up. But that's the stressful part of this. Otherwise, once you get a spot and you start walking, no stress. Uh-oh. Yes?
Tree fell across the path. They just chop it up for us.
Yeah. Cut a gap. Can't get machinery out here to move this tree, so
Yeah, right?
we just cut a gap in it and
Leave it.
keep on going. And I think it's cool.
That's awesome. That's why I wanted you to see it.
Yeah, it's more natural. I mean, it's not natural because they took chainsaws and got through it, but it's cool that they left it there and they didn't, you know, move it, or didn't like kind of wreck the area out here by trying to get machines out here to move it.
They are really trying to be mindful, I think, of a lot of that out here,
Yep.
which is nice.
Yeah.
Try to preserve what we have.
Yeah. This is National Forest, Coconino National Forest, so it's all preserved, and your little fee to get in goes to helping them, you know, maintain and keep it nice for us to explore and enjoy. Oh, we might have another river crossing. I got a river crossing sighting. I think we found it. Oh, that's a big rock right there.
Yeah.
Massive.
To go to the right, or do I keep going up the steps?
Nobody knows. I think we keep going up the steps. I think that's just river access. I think we just keep going up the steps. So, false alarm. No river crossing, not yet.
Maybe soon.
Maybe soon. Okay, we're being careful. Got some treacherous land ahead. Hui! No, steps. Convenient. Another big log. That's awesome. And this really cool area in the creek right here. A little bit of rapids, a little bit of kind of a sort of a natural slide. There is a state park up further up the interstate here that that has a natural water slide through the same creek.
It's called Slide Rock State Park.
Slide Rock State Park, yeah. We're not going to head there because there's about a billion people there. So we're going to stick out here and enjoy this part of the creek.
Don't take it all the way out of the back. It's cool though.
Yes, it is. And I'm just going to dip my feet in for good measure because they're warm and I want them to be cool. Get some of the sand out my shoes, less muddy. That feels
So good.
fantastic.
Keep it moving.
All right, let's keep it going. A little mini tributary comes comes from up the mountain and goes down into the main part of the creek. I don't know if that counts. We'll count that as a half a crossing.
Okay.
I did step across it without putting my feet in. I felt like a giant going over a regular sized creek. My shoes are getting ever so muddy and full of sand again.
Heavy with sand.
I think I'm ready for another crossing.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yes.
Yes?
Please.
Please. We found it. River crossing number. Looking for help on this one?
5 maybe?
5-ish. We'll say 4 through 6 just to be safe. Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
Look at that sand on my shoes.
Get in there, water.
Wow, look at that sand. The sand's a fly. Whatever it is.
Fly on the log.
Yeah, when he opens up, he's really red.
More of the rock, the canyon wall.
It's really pretty.
It is beautiful. All right, if you feel clean, I'm gonna continue up the steps.
Cleaner.
Cleaner, that's probably a better term.
Yeah, the dog behind us here.
Yes,
And she did not have boots on.
yes.
And the guy's like, you know, talking to his dog. Yeah, that feels better, huh? And I just happened to look back, and the dog had this like, just such a pleasant look on its face. Like it was smiling, like its eyes were like half closed, just standing in the water.
It's like, ah.
Oh yeah.
I know the feeling, doggy. I know the feeling. I mean, I'm not barefoot, so
It was cute.
I don't quite know the feeling, but. Eating our typical mid-trail snack. Delicious Honeycrisp apple. Big tree, big rock.
I love how there's like plants and stuff growing out of the rocks.
Yes, the trees grow right out of the rocks, which is kind of strange, but kind of cool.
I have a path.
Hey, look. Still eating my apple, by the way, but another river crossing.
Be careful, these are kind of slippery.
Yeah. I'm careful. I'm the carefulest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, now we're in like a more wide open area. Trail's wider. Yep. 2 lanes.
You can always go in that hiking area right behind where you live.
Yeah.
A lot more space. Everybody can fit. Tree in the middle of the path. I think we're approaching the river again for another crossing. I don't think we said the last one, but I think last one was 6.
I think.
This may be 7. Or maybe not. Maybe the trail just follows the river. Yes, it looks like it just follows it and we don't cross it. We'll cross it soon. I can feel it. This is pretty cool right here. All these like big slanty rocks kind of leaning towards the water.
Yeah.
Oh, I spot a crossing. Time to clean our feet.
Yes, please.
I'm glad we wore these shoes though,
Yeah, instead of our boots.
instead of our hiking boots. Because our hiking boots are Gore-Tex, so they would have been waterproof
It would have been fine.
in the water, which would have been great, but I prefer feeling the nice crisp cool water on my toes. Oh, big jump. Whoa, careful. Slippery right here.
Yeah.
Slippery, but gorgeous rocks. Unbelievable.
Wow. Nope, I'm not in his picture.
Okay, continuing up the other side of the creek. Had to get some momentum going.
You know, those were pretty grippy.
Make sure I made them up the hill. Made it up the hill. Yeah, these are pretty grippy. Grippy water shoes. What brand are these again?
Vivo Barefoot.
Yes, we have Vivo Barefoot water shoes. They are expensive, however, they are awesome. Really nice, high quality, very grippy.
They fold in half.
They fold in half. They're very comfortable.
They are.
Highly recommend them. Okay, we're back in the woods now. Oh.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. Rock view. Amazing.
So are we in, is this called like Oak Creek Canyon?
The actual river is Oak Creek. I think that, yes, the canyon that it's cutting through would be Oak Creek Canyon.
Right? Does that make sense?
Yep. And then we are in, what is it called? The Red Rock Secret Mountain?
Red Rock Secret Mountain Wilderness.
Wilderness, yeah.
A
So,
lot of words.
yeah, it's, you know, it's all red rocks, and you don't, unless you like come down one of these trails and come in here, it's hard to really tell the extent of the actual, you know, trees and greenery in here. So I think that's why it's called the Secret
Yeah.
Wilderness.
Maybe you're right.
Yeah, because it's kind of hidden. You know, it's kind of surrounded by all the red rocks, and you kind of come in here and there's this little oasis with the creek, and it's really pretty cool.
Shade.
Shade. Shade is good, especially in Arizona. The sun is strong, so shade is good. And it's not as hot today as it has been.
No.
With,
It's only 99 today.
yeah, it's only 99 today, so not too bad. Tolerable. Being sarcastic, if you can't tell. But we do like the heat. And it's, you know, different than the Florida heat.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty tolerable. Not really sweating that bad, surprisingly, for being 91 or 99. And in the shade, it's like,
Significantly cooler.
yeah, it's like a 20-degree difference. It's unbelievable.
I don't want to know anything else.
Well, we made it to another river crossing. Not sure what number we're on now. I'm really bad at keeping track. Maybe 8. Slippery rock. Yeah, I think 8 sounds right. Wow. Those skinny rocks up there. A square rock. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. Watch out that mud.
Oh, that's the first one of these we've seen. It says those would be markers along the entire trail. And we've been through 8 river crossings, and that's the first one I've seen. So,
Unless we're just unobservant.
maybe, we could be. It's kind of distracting with all the beautiful scenery. We're not really paying attention to what we're walking at. We're paying more attention to like what's around us.
I better have the smoothest feet after this.
Gotta have smooth feet, I'm telling you. This is the like famous Sedona spa treatment for your feet. They're gonna be so smooth. More woodsiness. So much woodsiness. It almost feels like kind of like Michigan. Like the woods anyways.
Yeah.
If there were no red rocks around. It's almost like a northern Michigan kind of trail. I don't know. We haven't done a lot of trails, but
Well, like it's, you know, sandy.
yeah,
There's plants I recognize
it feels like it. Except for, you know, when you see that.
every
But
now and then. Wow.
now that's a rock.
Holy crap.
That's a big one. Can you imagine when this chunk broke off of that and fell down here? Look at all these chunks down here.
Oh my gosh.
That would have made quite a big boom.
It's 1:30 right now.
That's amazing. The farther out we go, and we are pretty far now, the less people we're seeing.
There's actually a lot more people turning back.
Yeah,
We're seeing a second time.
yeah. There's a lot more people going the other way. We're still going out. Further,
We're gonna try to make it to the end.
deeper, as far as we can.
To the secret mountain wilderness.
Yes! Trail's getting narrow.
Really?
We're getting into the skinny steep part. It's not too steep, but this whole trail has been pretty flat until about now. There we go. Flatten back out. Well,
Oh, gotta go down.
one down.
Careful.
Yes, ma'am. You too. Oh, people. Intelligent life. These giant rocks that, I don't know if you can see it through the trees, they're like sheared right off of this rock face. They're huge. There's a bunch of them. Kind of going down here to see how big they are. Standing in the middle of them makes them seem huge. Massive rocks.
These are big.
They're really big. Obviously you can tell we're from Michigan and we don't have big rocks
No.
in Michigan. So we're slightly over impressed by the large rocks. Oh, look at that rock. Look at that rock. Quite the spot down here. It's quiet. Not a soul in sight. Get my feet wet again. Ah. Now that's a cool view. You know, this is not the typical, I think, hiking experience you'd think of, at least I would think of, when coming to Arizona. But Arizona just, you can experience so many different types of terrain and different things here. It's really a cool place to visit. So we were in the river here and I turned around and holy smokes, we are in the gorge.
I just want to soak it in
I know.
before we have to leave.
It's like, it looks like, you know, go to like the Hallmark store and you buy one of those puzzles. That's what it looks like.
These puzzles.
Yeah, it's like one of those puzzles you get of the beautiful landscapes that you never actually see in real life because you just never do.
I'm gonna get a picture.
Picture it up. Skinny trail again. Oh, river crossing. I see it. Oh, yes, there was a guy there. Well, I don't know where the end is, but I think we're pretty close.
You gotta be, right?
I have a feeling. Be careful. So it's supposed to end at like a big like pool area. Like not like, you know, a swimming pool, but like a pool.
So descriptive.
At the beginning of the creek, you know, there's like a big pool and the trail just kind of runs into the end of it. So hopefully, yes, hopefully we know it when we see it.
Because otherwise, we do an unmarked for this March trail. It's like 11 miles long.
Big creek and big rock faces here. Massive overhang. Never gets old. Narrow trail again. Ooh, very narrow. We gotta be getting close to the end, I think. We've been going for a while. I think we found it. I think this is it. Wow. I'm gonna go this way.
Do it.
Well, it's kind of deep.
Yeah, I'll go this way.
We're gonna go for it anyways. Oh yeah, deep, 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 deep. I think this be the end. I think we're to these pool areas. There's looks like there's a little set of stairs over here. Little rock stairs. I think this is it. Keep walking along the creek here and see what happens. Looks like Marissa stopped. Get some sun on a rock, I think. I, however, am going to press on and see where this gets us. You know what they say, adventure is out there. Fallen tree, and I think now we're getting into, ooh, there's another sunny area up here. Wow, this is cool. Some deep spots in the rocks here, so I'm trying to really watch where I'm stepping. Wow. Now that is pretty awesome. more creek.
Is there more still?
There's canyon up there, more canyon carved out.
Yeah.
Okay, we saw some people walking up farther, so I think there is more to it up these stairs.
Yeah, there's an end.
Is there an end up there?
It's about
25
25-ish minutes from it.
Okay.
It's marked with like a sign that says if you go past this, the end of the formal trail is
Okay.
over.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say if you come this far and you want to just got it in you, go for it.
All right.
You can say you finished the trail.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping. Thank you.
Hello. Okay, so it sounds like it's about 20 more minutes here. We're gonna keep going, see if we can get to the end. So we're on this trip with my parents, and they dropped us off here. So,
There's no parking.
because there was no parking. So they dropped us off. So we told them that we'd be back to the parking lot in about an hour from now, which was 3 hours from when we left. So we might be a little late, but we're gonna do our best here. This looks pretty cool. Oh, when I hiked up under those trees before, this is the overhang that I was seeing, the part of the canyon. We're standing on top of it now. That's pretty cool. All right, quick pit stop. Gotta keep on moving. Gotta keep our pace up. The route has gotten significantly more rocky, rough terrain,
Big time.
but that's what makes it interesting. Lots of cool rocks. Gotta maneuver around. Ooh.
Smokes.
Quite the staircase. Oh, flat part. Back into the canyon. Beautiful canyon. Continuing on. I have a feeling we're almost there. Sweet log across the trail.
That's awesome.
More rocks. Ooh, big rock.
People.
I also hear people. I hear the people. Okay, it's less sandy now. More moisture down here. Skinny trail. Big rock. Because we're up this way. Trying to figure out if we're at the end. We haven't seen any signs yet saying that we're at the end, and we were told there would be a sign. So Looks like there's a little bit more trail here. You just have to wade through the water to get to it. Let's see. Looks like there's more trail along this canyon wall. This is pretty cool. Very striking visually. She's coming.
Oh, I didn't know you were waiting for me.
She's making it. It's a pretty substantial angle there, so it's hard to keep your grip. But I think this is the way forward. I'm pretty positive. This is very cool.
Are you sure?
I think this is the way forward. Oh yeah. I think so. Almost fell. Well, looks like there's trail on the other side of the creek.
Yeah. People over on the other side.
So
We missed the crossing somewhere.
we missed a crossing. Don't know where, but this looks like a pretty cool spot to, you know, set up camp. Just kidding. We're not staying down here.
No.
But it is cool. Oh, be careful. Looks like it's all weedy. I don't know if there's a spot to cross. Is there?
Kinda.
Oh yeah, I do see a little clearing. We're gonna go for it. Be careful. Careful. Mud, land.
Whoa.
Okay,
Can I get up there?
that's it. That's the way.
Okay, for the record, what we just did was not the way.
Oh, it's my way. That's the way. That's the Neverland traveler's way. That's the way we go.
Yeah,
We forge our own path.
something like that. Now would be a good time for trekking poles.
Nah, who needs trekking poles when you got feet?
I don't even know where to grab. I can't make that.
You can't make it?
Three. Oh.
Impressive. Even with your small leg span.
I know.
Thank you.
Oh, in the weeds.
Now we're in the deep woods. Oh,
Watch me see some prickers.
we found the main branch. Pricker bushes.
Prickers. That right there.
Okay. I'm gonna move the pricker bushes. Oh. Okay, we're back on the main trail. We just took our own little shortcut.
No big deal.
I like our shortcuts.
Oh, look at that cave area.
Oh, that's sweet. Look at that. And all that black there on the cave walls, if you can see it, is carbon. Because somebody must have stayed here at some point and made a fire. Looks like this is the fire spot. That's pretty cool.
Not an easy one.
No, wasn't the easiest path, but it was a path.
It was fun.
It was.
I didn't even feel like I was really gonna go in there.
Yes, it did.
face, noodling around some face.
Okay, noodles. I hope by taking our shortcut we didn't miss the sign that said this is the end of the trail.
Only here. I don't think so.
It's a possibility.
No, remember he said that you had to wade through the pool.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I thought they said almost waist deep.
Yes. So we weren't waist deep.
Yeah.
We were ankle deep.
Barely ankle. Okay, I see stuff.
We see stuff.
Down there maybe?
I think we keep going.
This way?
I don't know. Maybe not.
I think it's probably that.
It's down. There's a trail marker
Where?
right there. First trail marker I've ever seen since, you know,
The last one.
way back.
20 minutes.
Way back on the trail.
It was, yeah, almost like an hour ago.
Oh yeah, this is another crossing. Unbelievable.
Be careful.
Yep, being careful.
Oh, up there. Sorry, guys. Okay.
Okay. Another crossing.
We just went a little too far.
Which way?
Don't slip, guys.
Some nice passers-by gave us a little hint to where we needed to go to get to the end point.
Fingers.
So we have our
Pretty close, because like this looks like the end of the gorge.
the rocks here. Yeah.
Canyon, yeah.
Yep. I think we're close. I think up here maybe the water gets a little deeper, and we see a sign. Hopefully.
Hopefully. Oh. Here?
Possibly.
This is definitely more like a pool, because it's still.
Yes. Holy crap.
I don't want to imagine if anything started to fall.
Crumble and fall on your head. All right, I guess we go back that way to
I
where.
can hear the water.
Yeah, me too. This sand is very sandy. Beach sand.
Yes.
Okay, I think this is our only path forward. Okay, they didn't cut this fallen log.
What the?
We're a little too far out for them to drag their chainsaws out here. You okay?
Yep.
You make it over the log?
Yep.
Man, we gotta be close here. We're surprised it's still going.
Yeah. $2.15.
All right.
There's no way.
Not by 3. one of those scenarios where you're walking and you're waiting for the end of the trail. And you keep telling yourself, it's just around that bend. It's just around that corner. It's right there.
You gotta be close.
It's right around the, it's over the hill.
That one couple said 20 or 25 minutes. It's been 20.
Yes. It has been 20 minutes since we saw them. And they told us 20 or 25, so I gotta be
Seriously, it's pretty close, alright?
close as long as our estimate was accurate. Oh, I hear waterfall. That could mean nothing, or it could mean that we found the pool at the end. And I'm thinking that hopefully it means that we found the pool at the end. Not that we're not enjoying ourselves, because we really are. But we need to.
We have some time constraints.
Yeah, we have some time constraints. We need to turn around. To make it back.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Still encountering people, other hikers, so that's a good sign. And I'm gonna say
People coming out.
it's gotta be right through here. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. If it's not, then
Dang it.
we'll be turning around. This is lucky number 13.
Hope so.
Oh yeah. This has got to be it right up here. I see some waterfall-ish action. Not waterfall, but more kind of rapids. And I think the water gets deeper up here. Oh, yep, here's a trail marker. And not sure how we continue here.
I don't know.
I think the only way, I mean, getting through there is doable, but not comfortable. And getting back up through it is not going to be very easy. Wait, do we go up this way?
Maybe.
Maybe it's this way.
Look at that hole.
Oh yeah. Bet you there's something living in that hole.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to guess this is it. Right over that hill.
have no idea.
I know.
I'm saying that. Ain't no way we're making it back in 40 minutes.
Well, we didn't see any sign, but I'm pretty sure this is the end of the marked trail.
We have no idea anymore.
There's still trail that goes farther, but I know that it's supposed to continue, but it's not part of
No.
this West Fork Trail. This West Fork Trail is supposed to end at wherever the pools are, and I think the pool was where those rapids were that we just crossed a few minutes ago.
We're hoping.
So I think that's it.
I think.
We're out of time anyway, so
We gotta turn around.
we got to turn around because we got a long way back.
Yeah.
And since this is an out and back trail, you've already seen pretty much everything, so I'm not going to film on the way back. We're just gonna hightail it as quick as we can.
Yep.
Back to the trailhead. So I hope you enjoyed this this hike.
Yep.
I know we did.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was super awesome. But we're gonna end the video. So second start of the right.
Straight on some morning.
Thanks, guys.